What's going on, guys? Oakland Rose back with another Metal Gear Solid 3 video, and right here we're taking place right after what happened with the fear. So coming into this area right here, I made a mistake. I did several playthroughs of going through this area, but this is my first playthrough. This is how I expect people who haven't played this area to maybe play through it, maybe more cautiously. But playing through this area, what you want to do is you want to take it slow. I try to go a little bit too quick here, so I had to, improvise. I had to figure it out what to do here. I knocked out the first guy with the train. The guy spotted me when I went over the banister. Luckily, I might have knocked out the radio guy. So because I knocked out the radio guy, we was able to get through this. And since there's only 3 enemies in this area, then, we were perfectly fine. So that was that with this area. But you want to take it slow. The game is not really a race. If you're speed running, that's different. If you're looking for someone to speed run, obviously you wouldn't come to this channel. This is a casual playthrough, but you want to be able to, understand the placement of enemies to do what you got to do and do what you should not do. For example, here, I fucked this up. I missed the shot, which, through a caution. But as you see, I raged a little bit there. I was like, there's no way I just missed that shot. But it worked out in my benefit here, and you're about to see what I do here to improvise that. So he called in for support. I interrupted the call, and now 3 guards come by, and I use that to my advantage and just walk away. And that right there, that's all it takes to mess up enemy placements. So me doing that has now thrown off all the enemies off what their normal routes would be. So now I got spotted here. So now at this point, I'm kind of just improvising this whole entire segment. I'm like, oh my goodness, should I just restart the segment? Do people want to see a clean run? But I'm like, no, I feel like you guys will learn better to see how I'm messing up so that you guys do not mess up while playing through Metal Gear. So as I get the evasion, I just come here and I lay down. But this area, it's pretty hard to mess up, but I still mess up, you're gonna see. I basically wait until the caution went away in the little bushy area, then I followed the path straight, and that led me to this section here. I was able to knock out 2 guards from on top of the hill. There's going to be a 3rd guard that's going to notice exactly. He pops up the door, he knows I knocked out 1. What do I do here? I just knock him out. Kind of did it too late, so I had to re-knock this guy out. And you guys notice playing Metal Gear, any Metal Gear, one enemy placement that gets disrupted by an event that you may have caused accidentally or purposely can set off a chain of events that will make it harder to stick to a normal route per se. So you gotta do a lot of improvisation here, and you just gotta be careful. If you want to follow a specific strat, you can't mess up. Really, there's really not too many backup routes. Now this guy is strafing. I noticed Metal Gear Solid 3 guards strafe a lot. I don't know if their teacher was, a military sergeant in Call of Duty, but they strafe a lot. But the main reason why we come here, this room is totally not necessary, by the way. This area is not necessary. This is basically the western set part of the map that just carries a M63. You do not have to come here, but if you want to collect all the frogs, well, here's one here. So I tried to knife it. It wasn't working out for me, so I ended up shooting it, and I was like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. I can't get this frog. So heading back into the area that we were just at that I screwed up massively getting spotted. I took it slow here. I was not going to gamble through this area. The way we want to go is the north part. We went to the western part just to get the M63, which I probably will not use anyway, because I do not want to kill any enemies in this playthrough at all. This is hard difficulty. It was a challenge, but I'm really getting accustomed to the controls now. So if I were to replay this, I'd probably play this on a higher difficulty. But you just want to keep going straight. And now this is the end. This boss fight can go multiple ways. There's multiple ways to go through this fight. If you watch the previous Metal Gear video I had, you could beat this boss without ever getting to this area first. And then we'll replace this boss fight with like multiple Spetsnaz unit enemies. So there's that method of this room. But if you play this game, I think the way they wanted you to play the game, which most people would agree, this is intended to face the end in this area. What you would do is I always take this route ever since I was a kid. This is the route I took. This may not be the intended route, but this is the route that I always took, and it always has worked out for me this way. So he spotted me here. Usually doesn't, but if he does, don't panic. The strategy's still going to work. If you get shot, you want to take out the dart. The dart base is going to dwindle away your health. He's using a Mosin Najant or Nagent or however you pronounce it. The pronunciation of the weapons, especially the ones that are from overseas, I'm not the best at. But basically, it's a trank rifle. So if your stamina goes to 0, you basically have to start the area in the lab in the previous part. So you try not to get your stamina all the way down. If you feel like your stamina is going to be down, all you got to do is take some food and your stamina is going to be up. So, you know, I'll also show you this frog here that's hidden. I remember some of the frogs in this game, not all. But I'm taking it slow now. I don't want to mess up any strats. But to be honest, he's not even in this area. He's in the other room. So this room is divided into, I think, three rooms. There's a river part, there's like a hilly part, and like a little plateau area. So he's still in the other room. I'm just going slow through here just to make sure that I don't mess up. But he's in the other room. The first room that I got shot in, he's still there, but he's on top of the upper portion of the map, which can only be accessible through this route. Unless there's another route, someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But you want to just make sure that you go slow. You know, this is a sniper duel. You could take him out lethally with the SVD, but if you're trying to do this without killing him, you have to be up and close, because you do not have a trank sniper rifle at this point in the game. When you beat him non-lethally, you will get the trank sniper rifle, but you have to beat him non-lethally. So this is where he shot me at originally, and you can see his bald head is in the grass. So you want to go up on the D-pad, or you can use the stun grenade method where you run around with a grenade and it silences your footsteps. But in this playthrough, I didn't do that. I like to do it the way maybe the developers intended to. But I'm sticking him up now. The reason why I'm sticking him up is, one, I get his camouflage, which I believe is a 100% camo index in every grassy area of the game. And there's not that many grassy areas of the game after this part, but you get 100% camo. So just point the gun at his head 3 times. He'll shake around, do a little squirmy squirm, and he'll release the moss camo. So after that, it's just basically chasing him now. So I caught him up using the cardboard box. And what I do here is where I take a chunk of his health away. I do the SIG spray. I throw a stun grenade. I did a little bit too late, but that right there stunned him. So I'm like, okay. I pull out the SIG spray again. Takes away a lot of his health. Do him a little kicky kick. Does a little backflip backwards. Hit him again with the SIG spray. So every time you see him running off, you want to use the cardboard box. That's really the only way you're going to catch up to him. The cardboard box. The cardboard box is magical. The cardboard box is your friend. The cardboard box is heavenly. You want to use the cardboard box. And you just want to tell him. And you're going to keep telling him. And eventually he's going to get tired. So around this corner, he's going to get tired. He's going to catch his breath. From there, I mess up. I'm thinking the sound of the rain is going to shield my footsteps. But I guess that's Metal Gear Solid 5 that happens. So I hit him twice. And then I roll into him. And I'm like, okay, let me do a little kicky kick. He had the iframe, so I couldn't do damage. So it's okay. It's okay. We still have the cardboard box. And this game, like I said, if you mess up one time, it's a lot of improv. You just gotta adjust. Use the strategies that you know and just stick with it. So I tailed him through 2 rooms and I see him right there. So now I'm like, okay, I can end the fight right here. He's always gonna start off in the same spot. So as long as you take the route that I took at the beginning of this fight, you'll be able to stay with him throughout the fight. Just take that route, stay with him throughout the fight, and just take as much damage as you can. Well, hurt him, basically. You know, use your stun grenades, use your SIG sprays, use everything you have in your arsenal. This stun grenade ends the fight. Cardboard box, so you don't get blinded by your own stun grenade, and you're good. And this is where his sniper rifle is. So I'm going to show you where the sniper is on the map. And that's basically the segment. It's not that big. The fight is a really good fight. but it also could be a really short fight. You can one cycle him if you do what I was doing at the beginning of the video, but you know, more fluently. I messed up a few times, but you guys can see even when you mess up, you could still adjust and fix what needs to be fixed. So that's the end of this video. And like I said, a lot of improv is needed to basically complete segments that you mess up. And you see I got a lot of saves because, you know, I'm trying to learn different ways to combat it, but that's basically the video, guys. In this last part here, I'm just going to show you a very easy way to beat the end if you don't feel like going through all of that. All you got to do is advance your manual time settings just a week ahead. I did it 10 days. And then once you reload the game, you'll get a cutscene where the end basically passes away due to old age, but you want to make sure that it's a week. If you do less than a week, what happens is you get captured. So make sure you set it to at least 7 days ahead and you will get this cutscene right here showing the end dying of old age, and you can avoid all the hassle and just be able to continue the mission, but you won't be able to get his camouflage and you won't be able to get his sniper rifle. But this is if you're just trying to quickly do this game, you could just do this method here and it's over. So thank you, enjoy the rest of the cutscene, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. We'll be climbing up that ladder.
Drop your weapon! Major, I found the end. He's dead.
What the hell happened?
Maybe it was from old age.
You mean he kicked the bucket in the middle of a battle?
Maybe.
Well, Snake, the victory is yours.
No, I don't think so.
What do you mean?
It was his dying wish to fight me, but I disappointed him.
Snake, listen to yourself. This is a mission. It's not a game, it's not a sport. You think you're competing for the gold at Tokyo or something?
I guess you're right.
Just focus on completing the mission.
Yes, sir.